Hey guys, it's me Zaki again. I'm sorry I haven't made a video for such a long time. I wanted to make a video earlier on in the month, but I got really ill and I couldn't really do anything, so I had to rest for a long time. And I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do this month, but I decided to do something that I said I would want to do a long time ago. So even though Clavum's Adventures came out in 2021, I've been animating since about 2016, and ever since 2016 I've been animating things that are Clavum related on and off, so I have a bit of a back catalogue of Clavum's Adventures stuff. So I thought I'd use this video to be the beginning of perhaps an ongoing series where I show you old animations that I made. Judging from how this does, we'll see where we go from here, but I have a lot of Clavum's Adventures cartoons that I haven't released, and I have an awful lot of cartoons that aren't even related to Clavum's Adventures that I may want to release in the near future, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, so first we have probably one of the first animations I ever made. I remember I used to make little intros to things. I used to do a lot of Doctor Who intros when I was younger. I used to do a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog stuff when I was younger. But I decided to make one for Clavum, because of course there wasn't one at the time. This animation is basically that. You can really tell that this animation is very early on because it's very rough looking, and I apologise for that. Of course the music is very different. It's not the typical Who Likes to Party by MacLeod. It's actually a song from Regular Show. I'm going to see if I can get it through. Hopefully copyright doesn't interfere with this video too much and you can watch the video with its original soundtrack, but in the case that you can't, I'll link the original track below. So I hope you enjoy one of my first animations. The Clavum's Adventures intro, circa 2016. Now up next we have another Clavum intro, if you can believe that. I think I may have made this on New Year's Eve of 2017 or 2018. This one's interesting because you can see early designs of characters that would eventually go on to be in the show, such as the Annie clan and characters like Matthew and Henry. You also get to see some earlier designs of characters like the Darkwood and Mad Mac, and especially in this intro you get to see two villains that were scrapped but were very heavily used early on when I was working on Clavum stuff. Also throughout this intro I've sprinkled in other Clavum cartoons that I'd made beforehand. I guess I just got very lazy in them days. Whether or not I show these in the near future we'll just have to see. I have to ask a lot of permissions for one of them. But I hope you enjoy this other Clavum's Adventures intro, circa let's say 2018. Okay, now we come up to our final video of the day. This one I definitely remember because it was made during a very turbulent time of my life. It was made in February of 2019, and basically this is an animation test. Of course, at this time, Clavum's Adventures was still going to be a game, so I wanted to make sure that I can animate good enough for the cutscenes that I wanted to put in the game. What you are hopefully going to hear is the Clavum gang basically miming along to an old Beatles thing. Whether or not copyright lets me do that, well, we'll just have to see. I think it turned out pretty well, but it didn't turn out as well as, say, something like Season 1 or Season 2. But nevertheless, here are the Clavum gang advertising Top Gear, circa 2019.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the BBC announcer speaking, and I'd like to tell you about a new program which will be coming on your sets, your radio sets. I'm speaking now with a very posh voice because BBC announcers. BBC announcers. Steve, you've got to have a posh voice.
Now look,
Look,
Paul.
What?
Let's tell them proper.
No, look,
None
George,
of this.
you've got to have a very posh voice if you're on the BBC.
Anyway,
They all do.
advert.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
see, posh
they never.
voice.
not you,
They
though.
can't
What
understand
about
that.
your image?
You see, if you just say it's on Thursday night, the 16th, and it's on from 10 o'clock
Okay,
until
well, look,
11:55,
I'll try
and the
that.
Brian Matthews on it, and the we're on
Good
it.
old Brian.
That's us, because we're the Beatles, and also Dusty Springfield and our good friend Carl Perkins.
Carl.
and-
Remember Carl? I did
yeah.
his record, you know.
And
Matchbox
Mark Winter,
Boys.
and you see, you just tell them like that, and
Well,
get
look-
it, and it's much because they can understand
Yeah,
me,
they
you know.
can't.
Just
They
in my-
can't understand that.
Just in my ordinary voice, then.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
in your...
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
no,
that's
the-
not it. Your ordinary voice.
The
The other
ordinary
one.
one.
No, that's it.
I'm
Go on,
acting now,
Your
though.
ordinary voice. Go on.
ordinary voice.
Okay, one
Ladies
film
and
we act
gentlemen,
all the time.
ladies and gentlemen, this new program called
What?
called
Fab.
Top Gear. No,
Yeah.
Top.
It's fab though, isn't it?
Fab gear, top gear.
Called Top Gear is on. When's it on, George?
It's on at 10 o'clock Thursday night, the 16th, and it's on till 11:55, so it's almost 2 hours. And Brian Matthews on as well.
Oh yeah, Brian and Dusty Springfield. Dusty Springfield. Oh, she's
Mark
great.
Winter
So
Yes,
run out and buy
okay.
your portable radio now.
and good old Carl Perkins.
Good old Carl. I like Carl.
This is the BBC announcer speaking to you in his posh voice, telling you that Top Gear. Look out for it now, folks, won't you? I don't think it's a very good posh voice.
I
that,
don't
you know.
think Paul, see us northern.
Anyway,
Speaking your Paul McCartney voice.
ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this program. Any those up?
Because, well, we're on it anyway.
Well, yes.
Carl Perkins and I like
But don't
Carl
let that
Perkins.
put you off.
No.
Carl Perkins is on it, Dusty Springfield. Oh, it's a lovely program. Anyway, remember to listen in. Top Gear.
On
Day,
Thursday.
the 16th of July.
We established that fact, I think.
Well, we've got to keep telling them, you know what they're like.
Keep plugging it.
And that's all the cartoons I have for you today, guys. Sorry that this is sort of a lackluster video. I really wanted to make something bigger, but I've been ill. I just really haven't had the time. University started to come down a little bit more harder on me now, so it may be harder to make these sorts of videos in future. But rest assured, we have 2 more videos to round out the end of the year, and they're big ones, so I hope you enjoy them. Well then, I hope you enjoyed that little glimpse into what could have been, and what once was, and I hope you enjoyed this video today. Well, this is like a career shit. I'm gonna go and recover from whatever the hell is making me feel so ill, and thank you for watching. See you next month.